Hi, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. There's Martin. Hey, Martin. We got Philip. Dachien, thanks for coming on. Stephen, hey, guys. Brian. We have a decent turnout this morning / evening, wherever you are. We'll jump in just a moment. I think Myra's reaching out on WeChat. There's a few people that wanted to come on. So we'll get started here just a moment. I'm going to put the slides link in the chat here for the Zoom chat. If you guys want to take a look at the slides, you're welcome to.
Okay.
There you go.
咱们这一周的话，我看一下 ，Stephen 也是讲中文的吧 I beg Kevin, don't put me into English group. I will put myself. I will rename myself into Mandarin.
That sounds good. We'll go ahead and start the slides so people can trickle in as they wish. Let's make sure. And Martin, let me give you a recording rights here, of course. Yeah, I remembered. Woo! Getting better every day. All right, allow record. There you go. Anyone else? Dachien, allow record. Just give it to everybody here. Why not? Allow record for everybody. All right.
Thanks, Kevin.
Hey, guys. Share my screen. All right, the usual. We'll just start off, and Martin's already seen this, of course, but we're just going to be comparing this week. We're looking at Dan BM / Daniel Larimer's Constitution versus the current Constitution and comparing the two. And Dachien, are you translating this week, or do you want to?
Yes, I'm translating this week. So, yeah, so I'll go ahead. 大家好，那么我们现在开始会议。那么这周呢，我们将比较Dan Larimer， 也就是 BM 他发布的第2版公约和Thomas Cox 写的第1版公约。
Yeah, and the idea is to find the common articles and the wording and the underlying intent. So, like, really, what is Dan getting at? What is similar? What needs to be changed? Kind of thing.
那么我们最需要在今天这个会议做的是找出BM 他在2版公约中对那么他的理解是什么他的对他自己的看法在2版公约中怎样体现出来的。
So we'll need 2 links. You guys will send over the link to Dan's intent of code as law, his constitution proposal that he put out about a month and a half ago. Send that over to the chat so you guys can pull it up, and the current constitution as well. Let me go ahead there, Dachien.
Yep. 那么我们希望呢，大家手头都有2个版本的公约，一份呢是 BM 的另外一部分呢是第1版本的公约。那么我们待会儿会通过链接和大家分享。
我现在给大家找一下中文2个版本的，然后稍后的话，咱们进中文小组就直接拿中文来谈。
Okay, and then we'll do the name changing part. And if you're a Chinese primary speaker, if you want to be in a Chinese speaking group when you discuss the Constitution, please go ahead and add CN in front of your name, just like Dachien has. See, Martin has it. Let's go ahead, Dachien.
Yep. 那么我们接下来改一下名字和以前一样，请大家在自己的名字前面加上 CN， 如果你想参加中文小组的会议，或者加上 EN 和 CN， 如果你想参加中文和英文小组的会议。
And I remember some of you last week had a team that you wanted to be on, and also just put your team name at the front there if you have a preference.
We didn't successfully establish this team, and from this week we will establish the team. Okay.
Okay.
And it's working. Actually, we have 2 teams already.
Okay, cool. And go ahead, Dachien.
那么如果刚才 Myra 已经说到，那么从这周开始，我们会正式的进行一下分组如果我们有自己的小组名字，已经成立了自己的小组，在接下来的会议中，我们可以按照小组把大家汇集起来。
And of course, if you want to be a facilitator, if you've done it before, put the little F on your name as well, which Dachien has and a few other people do. Martin has that too.
如果你想成为小组的会议主持人的话，也请你把 F 放在您的名字面前，谢谢。
Okay, here's the most important slide. This is what we'll be doing in this meeting. So we're going to go to the breakout rooms here shortly. And then for the first 3 to 4 minutes, everybody will silently read their article in Dan's Constitution.
那么这是非常重要的环节。那么接下来大家都进入到自己各组讨论中每个小组选择一个发言人和记录员，同时呢，每个人安静的阅读 Dan Larimer 在他的版本当中的公约。
And so the other groups have already done Articles 1 through 5. So we'll have Group 1 start with Article 5. Group 2 will start with Article 6, and so on.
那么我们接下来按照以下的顺序进行阅读、理解和比较第一小组将会从第二版本公约的第5条款开始，那么第二小组将会从第6条款开始进行分析，那么以此类推。
One thing, Kevin, I think nobody did Article 3 yet. When I did the summaries, I found out that in the English call, Group 2 and 3 did both Article 2. So okay. That's still due.
So maybe we'll have Group 1 do Article 3, and then Group 2 can do Article 6 or Article 5. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And actually, part of it too is if you have extra time after your article, then groups can go to the next article they wish to talk about. So there may be 1 or 2. And the main things you're looking to discuss, what is being compared by Dan and what is being changed and challenged by him in the article that your group is talking about.
那么接下来如果大家在讨论完毕之后有时间的话，大家也可以去对比您认为感兴趣的条款。那么最重要的一点是呢，您在二版公约中发现了Dan 也就是 BM 他在二版中提出了哪些重要的挑战，针对于第一版中的挑战，那么他的意图是什么？他想解决什么样的问题？这是非常重要的，需要我们大家去理解和分析。
Perfect. And so we'll start putting everybody into breakout rooms here. Let's see, we're going to have Group 1 will be Chinese primary speaking. Myra will be in that group. It looks like, let's see, we'll have Stephen Zhang will be in Group 1. We'll have D.1 at EOS Song. You'll be in Group 1. And Qian, if you can translate that maybe.
Okay, sure. 那么接下来我们就开始分组的讨论。那么第一组将会有 Myra 以及EOS.1 这名成员。Good, Kevin.
Okay. Perfect. And then we'll have so Group 1 as of right now we'll have how about it'll be Brian, Myra, D.1, and Stephen Zhang will be group number 1. You guys will discuss Article 3. And then Group 2 we'll have Dimitri, Haifeng, Susan, and Daqian. And you guys will be actually Dimitri. You're down as English speaking. Would you prefer English or Chinese primary?
Primary, I'm speaking English, but Chinese is okay. But if too complicated, I cannot hold in Chinese. So I need to ask the help. So if someone with good Chinese can be in help, then it will be great.
Okay, let's put we can put Qian in there with you.
I want to mention one thing, Kevin. Is there anyone still in the breakout room? Because there are a few people that didn't successfully enter. I just wonder.
We have some people are still trickling in, and there's no waiting room right now. So if they pop in,
I see.
Yeah. So group number 2 again. You guys will be talking about Article 5, and that's going to be Dimitri, Haifeng, Susan, and Daqian. The 4 of you. Group number 3 is going to be Martin, and let's see. No, actually, we'll do Geshupan at Anpool, and Maria Ma, Victor, and Martin, we'll put you in there as well. You'll be a Chinese facilitator, if that's all right. So Group 3 again, you guys will be talking about Article 6 at Group 3. Maria Ma, and that's Victor, Geshupan, and Martin. And of course, EOS Detroit livestream will be in there as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start these groups. You may have more members that get put into your group as it's going, depending on who comes into the call. So if someone just pops in, welcome them with open arms and continue with your discussions. And Chen, I'll let you translate that.
那好，我们接下去将会进行到各组的分组讨论中如果接下来会有其他人加进来的话，我们希望大家张开双臂去欢迎他们。好，谢谢。
Very good. So you'll see a pop up on your screen, and go ahead, guys.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? I can't see you yet. Okay. I can see Xant, Pan. 你好。Maria.
你好，我就不开视频了，我在敷面膜。
好的。Okay, and EOS Detroit live stream. Are you going to be participating or just streaming?
Detroit.
Okay. 那大家好。我们就等一下，可能还有一二三个人要加。
好的。
Maria， 你会说一点英文对吧？
对。
如果一个字太复杂了，那你帮我翻译一下好不好
？No problem.
好，对。
我先去洗一下手。I'm going to wash my hand.
Seriously? Okay.
Oh my god.
Kevin, this is a full group, yeah?
Yeah, you guys have Luna Wang should be coming in shortly. She hasn't joined yet.
Okay.
She's assigned to the group as well.
Okay, no problem. So we wait for Maria to come back, and then we do a short introduction round, I guess.
Yep, sounds
Maria.
Good. Oh. To wash her hands, I heard.
Still washing her hands.
We wait for. Hi. 你好，你在开车吗？
I can speak English. No, I'm not driving. I'm just but I am on the car.
Okay. I would advise you to be safe then if you would be driving in this call.
No, everything's fine.
Where you at?
What is it?
Where are you now? Okay.
Okay. Do you want to, well, let me show you around. This is a beautiful Georgia.
Oh, nice. Okay, I just see we have another person coming in. Whoa, where is that?
That's Georgia, Eastern Europe.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
I'm having a business trip, so yeah.
Okay, nice. I like Georgia a lot. We had somebody from EMAC coming in. Unfortunately, he just dropped out again. Yeah, he's gone. Maria, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, awesome. So, how about we're a pretty small group, but I still would like to have like a short introduction of everybody. So maybe I start, and then Maria, and then Gershupan. So I'm Martin. I'm working for EOS Nation, mainly in China and like the Asian region. I'm currently in Germany, and I'm working from here, summarizing the calls and working as a facilitator. Maria?
Hello?
Can you do a short introduction of yourself so we get to know each other a little bit?
Okay, so now we are an English group now, right?
We can also speak Chinese, but I think it's better for the EOS Detroit live stream if you speak English.
Okay, hello everyone, I'm Maria from EOS Canon. I'm living in China and I'm working in Shanghai. Okay.
Gershupan.
Hey guys, my name is Gershupan. I work for EOS Constitution. I am as well have been chosen as I'm sorry for the noise. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I am also a member of EMAC, and I'm basically focused in the research of the governance of the EOS, and yes. And I live and work in Beijing, just traveling right now in Jordan.
Okay. So, Kevin, to be sure, we're doing article number 6, yeah? Article number 6 of yes, okay.
Yep.
So let me quickly share my screen with you guys, okay?
Yep.
Let me know if you can see that.
And you can, I don't think you have to necessarily speak in English for the live stream. There's actually there's no English speaking group in this call. There's only 3 primary Chinese groups.
Yeah, okay. For me, it's the same like with Dimitri. 我会说中文，可是有一些字这种都很复杂，所以我不知道我能不能把你们翻译，你知道
I can help you about the translation, maybe.
Okay.
It's my first time. No, you can speak Chinese. That's awesome.
我会说中文，当然。可是那我们现在因为我是你们的 facilitator， 我们需要一个人写下来我们在说什么，然后后来我们需要一个人介绍那个大的客厅、大的房间，说一下我们说的东西。然后因为格数盘现在你在旗帜上，你不太方便写字，对吧
？Yeah, sure.
So I can do that. I can do the red work maybe.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Haha.
Okay.
我找一下
所以格式盘你以后会不会介绍大的房子我们说的东西？所以你是我们的 spokesperson。Maria 妈写下来我们的 notes.
So I'll do the notes work, and then I will put the notes to an article and publish it to the audience people, right?
Yeah, you can do this. You can also send it in the private chat to Goshupan, so she can just copy it. Okay.
所以我要给你传电子版的吗？我在跟那个 Goshupan speak to Goshupan。
好，没问题，我知道。
能直接发到我 Telegram 上面应该可以吧？
我现在只有手机怎么办？
明白。行吧，那我把邮箱给你发过去。
那我什么时候你什么时候it's my first time for the Zoom meeting, so I want to know when I should put the note to you.
Right.
Yeah. 我觉得 we are not so many people right now, so we can actually take ourselves some time. We should start with article number 6 and go through it. And I need to hear from both of you your opinions. And later then we would summarize like a group opinion, like what kind of positions we discussed, what kind of questions we had, and what would be suggestions. So first, everybody would say their how they understand the article and what is the intention of the article. And then later we would discuss openly the different positions.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it.
So I will. Do you see my screen? Yeah, you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I should use a computer to.
You still need some time there to set up?
Yes.
Okay, no worries.
Haha. Sorry for waste of time.
No, never mind. 没问题。我们不着急，慢慢来。
这是我第一次 It's my first time for the Zoom meeting.
Yeah, welcome.
Mine too, actually.
Okay, but you must have been like already having had a lot of discussions about the Constitution in EMAC, right?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay. So in the previous calls, we were discussing a lot about like what are the translations and what of the Constitution. Is there a more or less accepted translation of the Constitution version 1 and version 2 in Chinese that the majority is supporting? Or are they different translations?
I'm afraid to say that I seriously don't know what the answer for this question. And the moment I enjoyed the EMAC, it was already talking about the governance and the clauses. And in terms of the translation, I think I missed that part.
Oh, okay, okay, no worries. I just wanted to know. So, are you familiar with Dan's proposal in general?
Yes, yes.
Okay. How about you, Maria?
Not very, but I read it.
Okay.
But not very familiar to the Constitution.
Okay. So it's here in English. My question was just if there is a reliable Chinese translation already.
I think I have a version of Chinese.
Okay. Okay, it would be good if you put this also in the chat later. But anyway, let's start with this one.
Okay.
I read it for you. No party shall have fiduciary responsibility to support the value of the EOS token. The parties do not authorize anyone to hold assets, borrow, speak, nor contract on behalf of EOS token holders or the blockchain collectively. This blockchain shall have no owners, managers, or fiduciaries. Okay, so why don't we start like talking about, hey, Catherine, hello.
Hello.
No, Catherine, we have a new member here. Hello.
Oh.
Okay. Catherine, can you see my screen? We already started talking about article number 6. Hello? Okay.
I think I saw Catherine unmute herself, but maybe her sound is not working.
She doesn't look muted to me. Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry, that's feedback from the team.
Never mind. Okay. You're a little bit quiet.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Just put the microphone a little bit closer to your mouth, I think.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah, we just started to work on article number 6. You can see this on your screen, yes?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with Gushupan. What do you think and how would you interpret the intentions and the idea behind this article? And what is your opinion about it?
No party shall have a fiduciary responsibility to support the value of the EOS token. Party do not authorize anyone to hold assets, borrow, speak, nor contract with the whole EOS token or different token. Okay, understood. My vision is, in general, is this democratic policy. It's not something I was about democratic vision of the EOS, and then that the EOS community shall not have the owner or the holder. And which means the authority of the EOS shall not be elected in one individual person. That's how I see this article.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
I can't hear you clearly.
I'm really sorry. I'm on the way. Okay, let me repeat it one more time. The way I see this article, the way I understand it, is this democracy in EOS community, and that
你可以用中文讲一遍给我吗？这样我会记得更清楚。对，我会，否则我还要想，还要翻译，会记得比较慢。
行，那我说一点，我也是个外国人，或者说中文的话，可能说的会稍微不对，所以我尽量。
OK， 好的，你说吧。哎呦，
好的啊，
你稍慢一点，因为你的信号不好，你知道。
好的，好的，
对，
好的，好的，好的。我说的是我理解的这个article 是关于，因为是一个民主性的社会，就是一个 community， 然后主要的意思说不允许因为上面的权利，就是说因为上面的 authority 集合在一个人身上是一个对，这个我理解的是这个。
集合在一个人身上是。
对对。I mean the law says the blockchain shall not have no owners, managers, or fiduciaries.
You mean the value of the EOS token belongs to the token holders, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
对，然后这跟那个 version 1， 我们有一个差不多的article， 它是这个不好，那个 no fiduciary， 然后那边他们写的是10%， 10%是最多，你会有 ，you can maximally own 10%. In this article, it says like no, there's no percentage number. So I think it's not about like one owner. It's more about like how much ownership you should have.
Yes.
Right. But goes upon the way I understand you, 你需要EOS belongs to the community, and therefore there should be no entity having too much power. And this,
yes, exactly that. Yeah.
Okay, and this article, you think the way it's written is better or not better than article version, the version 1? Do you think?
Well, I know that the original article was written with a number of no more than 10%. Was in regard of the block 1 having 9.9% of the EOS, and so it's basically I justified and protected 9.9 this barrier also, but right now I'm the Dan's new version of not specifying the percentage, but actually giving more abstract version than it was previously, brings some concerns to me in terms of the actually, let's say, there's always a possibility that somehow one member, I'm not saying the BP, but somehow one member eventually can end up having the majority of the EOS tokens, and in that terms, we're again coming to the version of the I will come into the community where when one entity or one person or one entity or one organization is in any sort of the can actually affect the EOS and EOS future. And yes, my main concern is without right now having this
sorry, I can't hear anything.
Okay, I think 格数版 is now
我听不太清楚，你们是在讲关于10% 这部分的事情。Okay, Ms.
The 10% are in the article 5 of version number 1.
Yes.
And we were comparing both of these articles, and I wanted to know from Goshapan which she would prefer, because she's talking about like the majority, that one person has like the majority. The majority would be like when there's no percentage, the majority would be 51%, and that's that's a lot of tokens, you know. So I just wanted to clarify, but I think for now we should move on to Maria. I see
Can
Grishu
I speak in Chinese?
会，当然。
我的中文要比英文好很多。是这样的，关于这一部分，其实用英文来解释的话，就是，token holder 的权利是应该得到保障的。Can you understand me? Okay, we should protect the value of US. The value belongs to US token holder. About the 10%， 关于10%，我认为，很难保证这个事情不存在，因为它可以有很多账户。One person can have many account, to hold the 10% of US.
Yes.
And it's difficult to find out it.
Yeah, true. But this would also be the case with Article number 6 in Dan's Constitution, correct?
Yes.
So the question that when in this call we're trying to compare both constitution. 我们在这儿公园需要看哪一个是更好 ，version 1 or version 2. So 我需要知道你需要里面写的是一个%多少，还是不需要写的？
我认为不需要。
为什么呢？
不需要，并不代表它不重要，而是代表它很难实现。
Okay, because it's not too important to write it down, because it's more important to find out how it can be enforced. How we can control who's owning what.
Yes, we can control it.
Okay. But to write this down, that there's no owner in the Constitution, you think it's important to make sure that the Constitution protects the community of the token holders as opposed to like large token holders, like whales, for example.
我认为 large token holders 是不可避免的，因为资源会流向他想去的地方。就是资源的配置会配置到他想去的地方。如果你有更多的money to buy more token, and you can have this， 这是不可避免的。
去厕所吗
？Okay, understood.
Can you understand me?
Yeah, I can understand you. Wait, Catherine?
我这个电脑超难用，我根本不会用这个家里的电脑。哎呀，
你可以吗 ，Maria？ 你电脑有问题？
我电脑好难用，这个家里的，好久没有用过这个了。
OK。
Lenovo。
可是你还是在写下来吗？好，Catherine， 你听得到吗？Can I？ 你能不能给我们说一下，你觉得 Article number 6这个又对你来说有什么意思？然后你觉得这件事好不好的？
但是9点半了，怪不得我每节都不理我。
Hello？
你能不能放一下？你声音太小了，我听不到你。没有。
他为什么没有声音呢？
因为可能因为是你的耳机，对，现在好一点，因为你的耳机有问题。
也许我需要重新买一个了。
啊，你电脑更好，你电脑的麦克风更好。
OK， 那我就直接用电脑的麦克风了。
对，这样好多。
对。
OK. In my opinion, OK. Oh, sorry. Continue.
没问题。
OK， 你是房家对吧？
对。
OK， 好 ，OK， 你说。
Okay, in my opinion, I think I prefer the version 2 because in the version 1 you can see that no 10% of the tokens, but that is hard to limit. That is very hard to limit, and if you want it to, because this is the constitution, and if you want it to be simple and very easy to understand, so it must be enforceable. Example,
okay.
like the 10%, you can't control how many they have. One people, they can have many accounts. So in my opinion, that the version 2 is it's simpler and it's very easy to understand and it's more enforceable. That's what I think.
Okay.
So 房家has same opinion with me.
Yes.
对，这个很多中国人有这种看法，对吧？
因为在中国投机性会比较强，你很难避免中国人做这些事情。
Back to later.
对。So you both agree that the number 10% is hard to enforce.
Yes.
And therefore, like, we shouldn't even write it down.
Yes.
But in article number 6, they talk about no owners, manager, or fiduciaries. What would be the measurement, or how can we determine if somebody is an owner?
Well, that's hard too.
Okay.
Really, that's hard to. But comparing if the overall constitution that because the both of the versions, they are not perfect, but the version 2 is more enforceable. I think because in the version 1 is more subjective.
Okay.
That's what I think.
In my opinion, well, I do agree that both of them are abstractual and extremely abstractual. But
Again,
what is the comparison if we compare the first one or the second one? I'm saying that I do agree that both of them are very abstractual, the first one and the dance version. But if we will compare which one is more abstractual, well, I do believe the second one is more abstractual. And in terms of the perfection and not perfection, it depends on the, if, for example, EOS Constitution has a very abstractual one, and then later on it had a lot of amendments, and right now further is amending it. And then we go to the German Constitution. German one is very specific one. It has a history of about at least 200 years.
Oh.
And in Tonic's article, I'm just asking you guys, what do you think would be better? For example, what if, like, let's say, the same question was like, how do we define ownership? How do we define this one person or one entity having this much of power to actually, which eventually will end up being effective to the community? What do you think if we will actually add some new like sentences and try to clarify, make it more clear the article?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
So Shupan, I have a question.
Sure.
If I write down the notes in Chinese, can you understand it? If you can't, I think maybe Catherine can do the notes because my computer is not very good to use. 我电脑很难 后我
OK
我打字很慢，就是打英文打不及。
好。
Okay, so what can I do?
So
Catherine,
做下记录。In English.
Could you write the notes so far? Like, Maria, did you write anything so far?
In Chinese.
Okay. Then, Catherine.
方家，我把我讲的发给你，我把之前整理的发给你，然后接下来你来整理 in English， 好吗？
Okay, I will try my best.
Okay. So we have 5 more minutes left here in the breakout room. I think what Gursupan just said, that we should add a sentence that makes more clear what defines an owner. And before, Maria said something which goes like, the protection of an owner basically protects the whole community of token holders, that they are having, that they control the chain and the direction. So it's not a small group of people or one owner, it's a larger community. And to clarify this and protect the token holders better, we should add one sentence or clarify this article. Is this correct?
Yes.
So would you have an idea what this sentence would be?
This is just
Okay.
Sorry, I think first we should make sure about the sorry， 我们应该去明确这个10%的限制的目的。对，我们为什么要提出来？个人的 token holder 不能超过10%，原因是什么？那 yes。
那对你来说，这个10%有什么意思？我们之前说了，因为是 Block One， 他们自己有9.59%，对吧？
对，9.9%。
所以之前我们谈了那个 Version 1， 那个 Article 5， 然后有那个有一个人他说了，他们之前有一个 lawyer 给他们说，如果你们protect your liability, protect Block 1, this 10% is important. So it's not so it's not a security. So it's this article, both of these articles are more to protect Block 1 actually. What we discussed here is now that it's supposed to protect the token holders from the small token holders and all the token holders from large token holders that or rich people that can just buy their influence. Right?
Okay.
所以这个条款是为了保障 Block 1的就是10% 的权利。
Yes.
然后不让任何一个第三方超过他的持有的比例。Right?
Well, I don't think about whether the talk about the third party having more than 10%, but I think this was specifically focused to protect 9.9 what they have. Because let's say if right now the second article actually that Dan proposal puts their 9.9 under the risk, because 9.9 can be defined as some sort of authority to the EOS.
Yeah.
Because who else has 9.9 right now? They can vote with 9.9 to any block producers, and that producer essentially will become the biggest block producer. So this by not having this 10% thing, actually Block One's this percentage is actually under some sort of risk.
Okay. So you are also saying that in this constitution here in 6 there's more risk now for Block 1 because they could be seen. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure how much time we have left in the group. I want to clarify before we go to the big room. Goshupan, are you comfortable with summarizing in the big group what we talked about?
Okay, let me just right now go quickly. My opinion is to clarify and add more sentence. Maria said that this clarified also made the clarification in what regard?
Okay, I'm also thinking about like the.
Welcome back. We'll be everybody should be coming in shortly here. Oh, hey guys. Yep, here we go. All right. Welcome, guys. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. Group number 1. Well, you guys did Article 3 on Dan's proposed Constitution. Who was the facilitator for group number 1?
那么下面请第一组facilitator 来说一下。
是我吗
Brian，
我是第一组的。嗨，我们第一组就是一直在讨论，然后有比较大的争议啊。一方认为说这个 V1 跟 V2 是在讨论丢币跟盗币的事情，但是还有另外一方赞同的是，其实我们聊的应该具体的是关于 BP 的责任 ，BP 的职责。然后第3个呢，我们还聊到了，就是说关于对于 BP 的职责，对第3条里面写到了，只要是按意图行事。但是我们聊到了，如果他的意图本身就触犯了当地的法律，假如说荷兰跟美国的合同来说，美国向荷兰就是贩卖枪支为例啊，在美国其实它是合法的，但在荷兰你这个法，我虽然是按意图去执行这个 contract， 但是我本身就已经触犯了当地的applicable law， 所以这个怎么说 ？BP 有没有责任去禁止这个 freeze the account？
行，
我再补充一点，要不你先来翻译，你也太长了。
行，谢谢。So group 1, they talked about article number 3, and they were mainly focused on 3 aspects of this part. Number 1 is about the theft of tokens, and number 2 is about the responsibility of the BPs, of the block producers, excuse me. And number 3, they were most focused on about more applicable examples of block producers, excuse me. Number 3, they were talking about the intent of all parties, especially for the elected block producers. So for example, there exists differences in laws between Holland and the US. And so if you sell guns in Holland, that's illegal. And if you do that in the US, when you have certification or license, that's legal. So the question is, if the elected block producers has those kind of intent, and they just do that according to their intent, but laws different between the continents. So can you make block producers responsible for that part? So yeah.
还有一点就是说，就是何德林 David 给的意见，他说这3条和就是咱们现在比较的这2本宪法 V1 和 V2 的本质的区别。他说本质的区别是在 V2 就是BM 这一版，他说除非是出现代码问题，不然你不能随便的仲裁和冻结别人的账户。举个例子，其实我自己也有点深有体会，比如说我账户里有很多钱，但是政府因为有什么原因，动不动把我的钱冻结了。所以说他说 BM 的意见是，就只要这个程序是没有什么工程的问题的，不能随便的就是冻结或仲裁。这是何德林 David 的意见，然后大家也可以就是来讨论一下是否是真的他表示这样的意思。
So in group 1, Debbie also pointed out that one of the main differences between the version 2 and version 1 is that Dan believes that anything can be implemented or fixed by code in his proposal. You can go ahead and fix that problem using the code. Anything that cannot be implemented or fixed by code, then you'll go ahead and try to streamline or try to structure, formalize the structure of the arbitration process. And so that's the main difference. Anything that cannot be implemented by code, only when that happens, you'll have to introduce a more streamlined process. 谢谢 Myra. Okay, everybody's good. 那么 Kevin, can we start introducing group number 2?
Yeah, group number 2, please. Thank you, Dutchian, and group 1, by the way. And group 2.
谢谢第一组那么第二组我是 facilitator， 然后我们组的 Evie 来自 EOS Store 的 Evie， 他会作为发言人。Evie， 你准备好了吗？
我准备好了。
行。
我们第二组认为这条公约它的目的就是告知使用 EOS 的任何终端用户去了解 EOS 上的使用法则，起到很好的告知作用和沟通作用。然后其实这里李嘉图合约它是包括2方面，一方面是你的合约必须由代码来实现，另一部分就是你这个合约要使用文字的形式，让所有的合约的非开发者，他们不懂代码的人来了解。然后我们认为不仅是服务提供商，使用李嘉图合约的双方都需要对合约有完整清晰的认识。因此我们认为 BM 这条合约它的意图本身就有可能更侧重各方都理解，然后引入李嘉图合约和其他合约的目的，这样就不需要引入太多的人质。然后关于这个大千你先翻译吧，还有一点。
行。So here in group 2, we discussed about article number 5, and so we think that there are 2 main aspects of this article. Number 1, we think that what's important here is about the instruction of the information, and so everybody, all parties, should agree with with everything in recording contracts and other referenced contracts. That's obvious. And number 2 is that this article provides us with a much better tool, or with a much better layer of communication. It allows us to communicate better based on this article. So that when everybody agrees and understands the recording contract and other reference contracts, there isn't too much need of arbitration or human intervention. Evie, 你继续。
然后就是我们这个组讨论的关于这一版和那个 Thomas 的那一版，它的第13条公约是相对应的，但是我们认为 Thomas 的那个版本它更充分，它定义了服务商如果没有完成义务会承担什么责任，而 BM 的这个合约并没有提到违背这一条款的后果。
谢谢。And we also compare this article number 5 in Dan's version versus article number 13 in Tom's version. And so we think that Tom's provides us with a more complete and comprehensive instruction in terms of who should be reliable, who should be liable, or who should be responsible for any faults that made by not disclosing the complete or full recording contract. This means that here in article number 13, Thomas explicitly defines that service providers, if they did not provide or if they did not disclose a full recording contract information, then they should be responsible for any damages that costs. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. 谢谢 Evie.
Dimitri, did you have your hand up for something?
Yes, I would like to add some information. In this article is article telling us about that providers of services is about people who doing user interfaces. They're responsible to message another people to get them read the Constitution and another regulative kind of documents. To get more informed, so folks should be more informed about the rules, about the Constitution. So they're asking it to put on the base layer in recording contract, and also as well to have the Constitution implemented right down in applications, for example, or a program which you're building on the EOS. So this is important so people know the rules and playing with the rules together. So in such case, there is less risk breaching these rules. This is my vision I would like to add. Thank you.
Dimitri, would you mind just translate that into Chinese?
by myself, or you will help me?
No, I was just asking you can do that by yourself, so I'll try. But 刚才 Dima 给大家强调了，他认为第5款条约中有一个很重要的因素是在用户使用界面上，那么所有的服务提供商呢，披露了李嘉图条款。那么 Dima 认为重要的是这款条约能够更好的知会大众、知会合约的双方。让他们清楚地了解到，在这个EOS 的区块链上，我们的 regulation， 我们的法律是什么，我们的规则是什么。这样，当大家都理解了游戏规则之后，那么这样可以使得大家更好的在这个区块链上进行交易和沟通。Dima，不知道我这样翻译有没有理会你的意图？
你翻译对的，翻译对的。
OK， 行，谢谢。
Good deal. Thank you, guys. Group 2, and we'll move on to Group 3, which I believe was Martin, facilitator.
Yes, I was facilitating. We were a small group, and our spokesperson is Geshupan. Geshupan, are you there?
Hey guys.
Okay.
Hello. So yeah, I'm gonna speak in English. We made few points. First of all, we pointed out that the second version, V2, does not have a content in regard to the 10%. That no one shall have more than 10% in EOS community. We also believe that this by not specifying the percentage of the ownership of EOS tokens is good, because well, we have to admit there is something as one party may just buy more EOS tokens, and that's how it's hard to control the specific this 10% thing. But at the same time, we have been also concerned in regard of the clause, and we think that it is a little bit abstractual and requires a little bit clarification, and especially in terms of what is ownership. The last sentence of the article says that no, the blockchain shall not have owner, fiduciary, or etc. By this blockchain, we understand it is EOS blockchain, and by shall not have an owner. How do we define owner, and what is ownership? So probably it requires more interpretation and clarification on that part. After all, we also yeah, that's basically. And then one more thing, as by canceling the 10% ownership and change by not adding it to the second version, there's also block 1's 9.9 ownership. Does it mean that by having 9.9, it's somehow have some sort of ownership or some sort of affecting to the community? So that's our few points and concerns in regard to the Article 6.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Was a little bit shaky in terms of message. So I just want to clarify with you the number one point that you're talking about was the 10% that is missing in this version. So are you guys saying that 10% should be added back to the Constitution?
No, we actually think that this is better version, not adding it by not having it, because yes, yeah.
Okay, and sorry, what was your reasoning behind that?
It's because 10%, anyone can anyhow buy more tokens, and that 10%, someone might have 10%, 0.5, 10% or 11%, and to control the bar of the 10%, it's one of our members said it's unrealistic to control that bar.
Yep. And just sorry. 不好意思，大家，我只是和他再确认一下刚才他讲的意图啊。And the second point you were talking about was the ownership, and you guys were struggling to define the ownership of this article, right? In this article.
Yes, we because we think it needs more interpretation, clarification. So what do we mean by ownership? Is it 9.9? Is it 11 or 51 or anyhow affect any kind of power to be able to affect to the community? So what is ownership? What does it mean? Yeah.
Right. And the third point you were talking about was something that relates to Block 1 currently owns 9.99 stake of the whole votable tokens. And what was the can you elaborate more on that?
Yes, exactly. So the previous version one, but not Block 1 having 9.9 was totally in totally in accordance to the requirement by having less than 10%. Well, the new version does not have this bar. So by having 9.9 doesn't mean it has in some sort of level the ownership of the blockchain or being able to affect to the community, because right now we have the highest BP having more than 5% only, and block individually or voting for one of the block producers are already is already affecting to the community. So like this kind of situation where this block 1's 9.9% having actually being like effective to the community.
Being what of the community?
Being effective to the community. Yes.
Yes.
格式胖，你也会说中文对吧？我刚刚在check，所以所以你就是自己翻译一下我们说的是什么，好吗
？Great。
我尽量的，我毕竟也是外国人。我最后一点再说中文吧。然后最后一点是这样子的其实我们的意思是，比如现在是我们这基一个 constitution 有10%这个ownership， 那就是Block 1有9.9是符合这个要求。那现在我们BM 写出来的第二个 version 没有10%这个clarification。那没有这个10%的 clarification， 它有9.9的EOS token 是否也可以说有一个一定的影响力，或者是有一定的 ownership to the community。
好，谢谢。谢谢，非常感谢。那么我着重的翻译一下他刚才说的第一和第二点那么他刚才说的第三点，那么第一点首要是说呢这个在新约版本当中的第6款条约当中这个10%是在这个 EOS 区块链上每个在大家都知道在原版当中这个10%也就是每个持币者不论你是集体还是个人也好，那么它的最大权重比那么都应该不超过10%，这是 Thomas 强调的。那么在新版中我们发现这个10%这个数字消失掉了。那么在第3组的会议当中，他们认为这个10%呢是应该被拿走的，是应该被移除的，因为任何人任何集体都可以买更多的 token 那么所以他们认为如果把这个10%这个数字放在新版的就是我们接下去修正版本的公约当中，这将会是非常的不切实际的，因为任何人都可以买更多的 token， 任何人他们的占比都可以在实际意义上都可以超过10%这个数字。那么这是他们想强调的第一点。那么第二点呢那么他们对于ownership 也就是持币者这个怎么说大家帮我一下 owners 这个应该怎么翻译？持币者吗？持币所有者，
主人，持币
主人，
不是很清晰，他对这个描述，谁是这些持币人
I think it 主人 is like owner 主人。
谢谢。那么，第二点，这个组刚才提到，他们认为，他们对持币者、持币所有者持有 EOS token 的主人的定义不是非常的明确，他们需要更清晰的定义和更清楚的解释。这是他们的第二点。那么第三点，刚才他已经提到了，就是说目前来说呢 ，Block 1目前有9.9%的这个 ownership stake， 最大的持币权重。那么在这里是否意味着 Block 1在整个 community 当中有那么多的影响力？那么我再补充他们对于这个刚才第二点的补充，做一下对刚才第二点的补充。那么他们认为这个 ownership 这个持币所有者这个定义到底是怎么来定义的？是持币超过占有的权重超过了10%，那么定义为持币所有者，还是就是说你在整个社区有很大的影响力，有一定的影响力，以这个来定义你成为持币所有者呢？那么所以他们还是强调，对于持币所有者、持币的主人这款定义来说，需要做出更详细的阐述。那么第3点，刚才他已经提到了，就是说目前 Block One 在社区当中有那么9.9%的占比那么他们对社区有很大的影响力所以他们结合他们讨论的前2个问题，他们认为，那么这是否定义 Block One 在整个 EOS 区块链上成为持币所有者，或者还是持币的经理，或者是任何的主要的有影响力的责任人那么他们对于这点不是非常的确定我想这应该基本上概括了刚才第三组的讨论。
Good deal. Thank you very much. Geshupan, that was a great summary of Group 3. And thank you for the translation, Daqian. We'll go ahead and wrap this up. We're a little over time. Well, we have 60 to 70 minutes scheduled for this. But before we go, I'll just ask for you guys, about 45 seconds, if you could just type in the chat, in the Zoom chat, one thing that we can improve upon to make these better.
好，请大家在聊天的小方框中写一下你们对于本次会议接下来能够做出哪些更好的改进，提一下你们的建议吧。
Do you mind if I add something? Because previously they said about ownership, who are the owners? And Dimitri, the group from Dimitri, they also said service provider in that article, says service providers. So I think it can be like it's not precise enough. You know, it's concise, but it's not precise. Like who are the service providers? I think it needs like further clarification. Yeah.
Concise but not precise. That was well said. And then we've heard that a few times from people saying maybe we need sub-articles or a glossary of terms, something like that.
Yeah, I think it has to be clearly defined. Yeah.
Well said.
好，刚才Brian 就提到他们认为 service provider 在第5款条约中这个词组非常的简洁，但是呢不够精确，不够详细。那么他们需要更好的理解 service providers， 也就是服务提供商到底包括了哪些方面哪些团体。
All right, so if you can say, I think we need more exposure for different languages, says Dimitri in the chat. You can type one suggestion to help improve things in about 30 seconds.
Sorry, Kevin, I think I just translated that one, the one you just talked about, to them a few seconds ago. What was the first one that you asked us to do?
Just type in one thing that we can help to improve these calls in the future.
Okay.
Show mercy to the translator, says Brian.
Sorry.
You're doing a great job.
大家这个我可能再一次我上次也出现这个错误请大家再花点时间写一下对这个接下去的会议有哪些更好的改进。不好意思，可能我重复了。
Speak slowly and articulate, says Brian. Thank you. That's a good tip.
I think a lot of people don't understand like how hard it is. You know, like have the for me we understand each other. I know it's really difficult. I could have never done something like he did. Like it's an amazing job.
Oh no, thanks so much. Thanks for helping. 谢谢。
The funny thing is, the suggestion in the English working group is say, so we need to prolong the time. It's so short. And for the English one, Chinese one says becoming shorter. So I'm kind of confused.
And Maria says, Daqian is awesome! Exclamation point. So
thanks Daqian, everyone. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And
always getting better.
Yeah. So the last thing, guys, a call to action, and I'll go ahead and share my screen one last time. But we're basically looking for anyone to start these calls on their own. So as things start to ramp up, and oops, that's the wrong button. as we start to approach the end of this series, I mean, we're only about halfway through right now, but it's starting to get more serious. And we may have groups that want to start writing their own articles of the Constitution, or they want to discuss things more seriously. And to Dutch-Yan, I'll let you translate.
好，那么 Kevin 最后给我们给我们分享了一下他的屏幕，大家看屏幕上那么 Kevin 号召大家接下去可以组织自己的电话会议，讨论甚至可以尝试起草自己的修正公约版本那么同时呢Kevin are you gonna continue with number 2 and 3?
Yep. So the main thing is if you need any help trying to facilitate something, or if you like to get something started, you can always reach out to us. We have a video on how to facilitate, how to encourage discussion. And we also have a Telegram group to help you get more help there as well.
那么如果大家有兴趣组织自己的电话会议，同时想成为会议的主持人，那么你可以观看在这个屏幕中提供的链接、提供的视频。那么同时你可以加入主持人电报群，以了解更多的信息。
Good. And we have Dmitry wants to share his experience about the Russian call. We'll do that in just a moment for folks who want to stick around. I know some people do have to go. We already talked about what the recommendations could be. So as always, thank you very much for coming on. We appreciate it. And we will do one of these next week. Of course, a lot of people will be in London, but if you can tune in, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper on Dan's proposal. We need to really hammer out what is important to us in terms of what we need to keep and what we need to get rid of or improve upon.
好，谢谢大家。那么和往常一样，都非常谢谢大家的参与，感谢大家参与今天的会议。接下来 Dima 可能会组织他自己的俄语会议。那么同时呢，下周我们邀请大家再次回到这个会议来，我们会有机会更深入的了解、理解 Dan Larimer， 也就是 BM 在本版在他提出的2版公约当中的各种意图、各种想法，我们会做一个更深入思考和理解。好，非常感谢大家的参与，谢谢。
So I would like to say a few words about the Russian call, and it was I really didn't expect that people will be active because there was no any voice. And as far as you start making calls on uncommon languages, kind of like Russian or Spanish, you can Portuguese, whatever your native language, you will find out there is a huge world behind it. There is people, they still don't know many things. And you just started a call, they got it excited from about it, and they go in enroll, they invite their friends, and it can come in hotter and hotter. So as far as you giving a seed of idea to their mind, it start growing and people be involved very easily. So it's really not hard to do, I think. So I wish if people can speak more languages, just try to use another language and you can just give a seed in that country or in that particular place. And I think it's very important. Thank you.
And Dmitry is providing a great example on if you do want to start your own calls, you'll find it use a lot of enthusiasm, especially for small group discussion. And Dmitry he happened to choose his own language in Russian, but of course, if you decide to do one in Chinese or English, it's likely you'll be able to find some support and some interested folks. So.
Right. Great.
All right. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
刚才 Dima 就跟大家介绍说，对于其他的各种语种，不论你是俄语、乌克兰语、西班牙语或者葡萄牙语，只要你或者你是我们中国那么大，你用你自己的本土方言都可以来进行组织你的会议。那么只要你播下了这个传播了这个种子，那么所有大家都会被这个整个社区的热情所感染。那么欢迎大家用自己的语言、自己的母语来组织各种各样的会议。感谢大家的参与。
All right. So I think we're all set. And Dmitry, you share everything that you'd like to.
Thank you.
Everybody's all right. Thank you. Thank you as always, everybody. We will see you soon and safe travels if you're going to London.
Right.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Have a good luck
Bye,
in
guys.
London.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.
I stay in China.
You still got your visa?
Yeah, still no visa, guys. No visa.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Next time. I think I will be on DevCon. DevCon will be in Florida, so I'm gonna be there.
Oh, really? Nice. And when is that?
It will be in November.
Okay.
No, in January.
January.
January will be. In November there will be in Norway one, and I don't know about Norway. I'm not sure about, but DevCon will be in Florida.
Great. It's good.
So hope to see you, Kevin, over there as well.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Yeah, I think so. All right, see you guys.